Greetings, instructors. I want to walk through with you how to mark attendance and connect, and then also how to just double check your invoice that you get from National to confirm that everything lines up the way it needs to. So the very first thing that you want to do to mark your attendance after you've had your class is you're going to go into the Connect system, and that will, of course, pull up the dashboard, which I'll have open here for you in just a moment. All right, so from dashboard, then you're going to go to courses. Apologize, my computer is moving at warp speeds here today. Then you're going to find your course that you are marking your attendance on. Just find whichever one aligns with what you're looking for. And then under content, so at the top, you're going to go to content. There's info, content, enrollment. You're going to go to content in the middle. You're going to click on instructor-led session, which again is the only one that has the hyperlink to it. So it's the most logical one to click on. The next screen that makes it very easy, again, is manage attendees. That's also the most obvious one to click on. So I'm going to click on that. Now I'm going to be taken to my roster on the attendance. Now I've already marked attendance for this group, but when you pull up your roster, there won't be anybody marked. But just to show you what this process looks like, I'll walk through with you. Little tip that I've learned is I mark all of my no-shows first, and that keeps me from having to toggle back and forth from page to page, because as you'll notice, there's more than one page. You only get 10 people per page, and if you do one at a time, you're going to end up toggling back and forth, and it'll make sense if you don't do it. So again, best to clear out your no-shows before doing it line by line, because then once I've cleared out all my no-shows, I can select all on this page up here at the top and just say, okay, all these folks attended. Again, it's just going to keep me from having to toggle back and forth. One thing to note about when you take somebody out as a cancel or no-show, they're not really gone forever, but you're going to have to involve National Council by submitting a request assistance form in order to retrieve them. So it becomes a little bit more of an additional step. So be very cautious when you are marking people as no-show. It's not the point of no return, but it does require extra steps for you. When you want to mark them as no-show, click on the X in the center. You don't do anything with the middle column here, because it'll automatically default to no-show. On the bottom column here, I'm going to say unenroll from course in all other sessions and modules. That's the only one you ever want to put. These other two that say remain enrolled, those are going to generate a charge for them attending the class. So you don't want to do those. So even in the scenario where, let's say, okay, they're not going to be there for my class today, but I know they're going to be in my class next week. I don't want to have to go through the mess of moving them around. So I'm just going to leave them here. So I'm going to say remain enrolled, but keep them in here, blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Just if you want to show them as no-showed for a class, unenroll them. Again, otherwise the cost will be tied to this class. So just something to keep in mind. Of course, I'm going to cancel this, but otherwise all you have to do is just set attendance. So you would just go to unenroll, set attendance, voila, their name will be going off of here. And then once I have all of my no-shows cleared off of here, I can simply hit this button up here again, select all on this page, mark selected, and then it'll show me this page. I don't have to mark, it'll default to attended. I don't have to put the score in. I don't worry about that. The computer does that itself. All I have to do is hit set attendance. So nice and easy. Now to show you just to do individually, again, the screen looks similar. I'll just put set attendance. So that's all we have to do. So pretty straightforward. And then again, I'll just advance to my next page, make sure I get everybody. Always a great idea to count. Again, it will automatically count. There's 10 on each page, so that makes it a little easier to count. But I can see, okay, I have 14 people that I said attended my class. Now, something that can happen here, at times you might have people who accidentally enrolled themselves twice in the course. Problem is, you don't know which one they did their pre-work with. So that takes a little bit of navigating, trying to figure out which one has the pre-work associated with it. So you'll need to do a little bit of juggling there, but before you take one out, just to determine which one has the pre-work tied to it. So that is that page. And I also want to pull up for you the invoicing that you get from National Council, just an example of what that could look like. Again, this is going to be emailed to the lead instructor, whether it was a coordinator that created the course or an instructor that created the course. It's going to be sent to the lead instructor. That's just how the courses are set up. Just make sure when you get this invoice from, this is an example of what it will look like, to your email, just make sure you double check the number of seats that are listed here. So again, okay, I see 14 seats. I said 14. That's what I told internally that I had, 14 seats. We're good to go. Everything lines up. So just always good to double check that when you're talking about attendance. So any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.